Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for being part of Brianetic Sports. My name is Brian. I have to remind you that whenever you come to this page, make sure that you comment, share, as well as subscribe to this page. I would love you to be part of this page. Share anything, any comment, any suggestion, any observation that you have. Please just go to the comment section, say it, and then we shall be working on it, as well as, of course, making it a little bit better. Today we talk Manchester United, and already news that is coming in is that they are looking forward to really gaining financing for their stadium. And Snapdragon, who already the shirt sponsors of Manchester United, they already signed a 3-year contract of 175 million pounds for a 3-year deal that really gives them naming rights, of course, for the shirts in there. Now they are looking forward to extending that sponsorship all the way to the stadium, especially renaming the stadium, maybe not removing the Old Trafford bit, but of course adding something to do with Snapdragon. Already, you all know that they have a parent company. That parent company is called Kodacom. Of course, they've also begun their works all the way with improving the fan experience at Old Trafford, especially using their technology. You remember these two are technology companies, so they are looking forward to seeing that Manchester United gets back, especially to where it was, especially on the social platforms, on everything to do with Manchester United really needs to be improved. You remember already there is also works already on their Carrington training grounds. There are improvements that are being done. Over 10 million pounds are really being invested in there to see that it comes back to greater heights. And Manchester United looks like a team that is interesting to join, because there are a lot of changes that have been coming in, especially with the changes in the on the pitch. There's a lot of talk that includes players coming in, coming out. I think the latest one was Ugati. Ugati from PSG was the player that they were looking at. João Neves is a player that PSG really wanted to replace in that midfield, and they already signed him. And a lot of Manchester United fans expected Ugati to be making the move. But I got to know already from the news coming in that they are going to be switching their focus to another player, because they're not willing to pay what PSG is really demanding. PSG is demanding over 51 million pounds, and that is according to what is coming in from the latest coming from the Daily Mail is one of the few papers that have come out and really brought out all these revelations. And of course, they are unwilling to pay that, and they've switched focus to another player for a new midfield. And I've got to know that yes, the likes of Scott McTominay is another player that really remains as uncertain to remaining at Manchester United. There was talk of teams like Fulham signing him, but it looks like Fulham were not willing to pay the kind of money that they were really as Manchester United were asking. They made an improved bid of 23 million pounds, but Manchester United really considered that a little bit low from the evaluation of their players. So they're not only looking at Ugati, but they're also looking at other positions. You order that in the defensive beat, Yolo, another player, Lenny Yolo, who joined them recently, is another player that really looks like he's going to be out for 3 months. It's going to be a little bit of a lengthy layout, but not a good start to his career. A very highly anticipated player because of his quality and because of the profile of the player that everyone expects to be the changing bit about the defense. But now it looks like he's not going to be in. So of course, it does not deter their chances of signing other defenders, because they had it in plan. Already they were talking to the likes of Matthias de Ligt from Bayern Munich, and another player, another defender, number 2 from also Bayern Munich. You really keep on forgetting the name. But we are waiting to see whether the valuations, especially from teams like Bayern Munich as well as Manchester United, really come to a close. Aaron Bissaka, also there is talk about the 8 million move all the way to West Ham. I got to know that it's being held up by demands that are coming in from the player himself, because you all know that Aaron Wan-Bissaka is one of the few players that really believes that he has to earn at least over 90,000 pounds per week. That is in wages. So West Ham are not really ready to pay that kind of money, because when you compare West Ham and Manchester United, it might not be really tallying. So there's a lot of changes that are coming in there. On the pitch, I really think that they look better, even if they lost to Liverpool. That is a 3-0 in the latest game that they played in America. But I really think that there's a lot that is happening around this team, and the changes are really very promising. One of the few changes that I'm seeing there, they are really looking at youngsters, and one of the youngsters to me that has really improved is Ahmad, that winger that has really played at least every single minute in the friendlies that they played. The way he has really installed himself in that 11 number 7 position, because he's a left back playing in that wing. He has really given me hopes that Manchester United can really be a better team, especially given the right tactics and the right coach. On the other side, looking at the other players, Zaki is another player that is yet to join the team, but we all know that I think they are really trying to be a little bit patient. He's a young lad, and you expect him to be one for the future, but he has potential to be one of the best players in there. You remember that already Rashma Sholand is injured. He's going to be out for a couple of games, especially at the start of the season. So you expect them to really find a replacement. In the game that they played against Liverpool, they used Marcus Rashford as a centre forward, which really didn't work out. You can tell that he's not really comfortable in that position, and I really think that Marcus Rashford is past his best, especially at Manchester United. Yes, they're still holding on to him. Maybe the valuation by other teams is not really what Manchester United really want to get from him, but really when you compare him to the other players, I don't really think he really has what it takes to really make Manchester United get to the next level. So if you ask me which players I really want to out of the team, Marcus Rashford will be one of them. Casemiro would be one of them. Of course, they are still contemplating whether to really keep the likes of Dalot in there. There are a lot of other players that are in there. There are players that have been unknown that are really not going to be extending their load. So it's going to be a gamble, especially if you really want to make your team a little bit better and you're Manchester United. The one thing that I know is that the Ineos team really are really willing to really make this team a little bit better, because you already know that with the transformation, especially in the management structure, bringing in the likes of Omar Barada, the likes of William Cox, the likes of the other gentleman from Newcastle, they have a lot, Dan Ashworth, they have a lot that has changed around the team, and I expect it to really be one of the reasons why they really get better. The only problem I'm still seeing is that they have a big team that they need to really be very careful, especially if they're making the transition from the young stars to the already built up stars. That transition might be a little bit of a challenge, but you all know that yes, they really need to make it for 3 or 4 years for them to have a team that really is 100% built. Maybe the question would be, will Ten Hag be in charge of that team by the time this transformation is complete? I don't really think so. I really think that at one moment he might be really put out of this team, and I think that Ruud van Nistelrooy, the sole reason why he joined them is really giving him a guarantee that in case the manager leaves, he's one who's going to be next in line, because I can really tell that even from the rumors coming in from the cap, that the players listen more to him more than anyone else. So we are waiting to see how that will be going. But Manchester United looking very well, and also looking very set to really get better every single day. When the transfers come in, we shall be telling you, but at the moment they need to do a little bit of a clear out of their team. The likes of Jadon Sancho look like they might be out of the team. Yes, they really kind of like came out and talked about all their issues with the manager, but I don't see him being at the team for so many years. I still believe that he might be one of the players that might be leaving anytime soon now. So the attacking lineup, the strikers, Rashman Shoyland is out, but you expect Zaki to come in. The wingers, you think the likes of Anthony out, Ahmad will be coming in. In the midfield, you really think that some players are out. Kobe Mino is back, and you also have Mason Mount really looking like very fresh in the preseason. So there's a lot that is happening, and we expect it to be for the best at Manchester United. Thank you so much for being part of Brainiatic Sports. I'll be coming back with a little bit more, especially with updates, especially around these teams. So do not go anywhere, don't touch the dial, just subscribe to this page and be part of Brainiatic Sports. My name is Brian. Stay safe, enjoy your day. Bye-bye.